In this e-learning, I'm going to show you how to add a new patient into a WISE option. Click on the patient file, and the patient management form pops up. Down here on the corner, bottom, you have the button to add a new patient. By clicking on that button, the form pops up on a new tab. You can just complete the text box and hit save. Follow instructions. This is option number 1, but I'd like to offer you also option number 2. And just to save you a few clicks, if you pay attention to these 3 drop-down list boxes, instead of adding a patient from the patient file, I am going to add that patient from the customer file instead. Of course, that we must first enter the customer in the system. And here's the list of patients for that particular customer. On the bottom of the patient list for the customer, you have the option to add a new patient as well, which brings you to the new tab just like before. But one convenience is that it shows the name of the patient already present in those drop-down list box. Here, you leave the sort ID because the program is going to fill it up, the sort ID and complete as a mask that you can tailor through the tools and options. We're going to have a lesson for that later. And if you pay attention to the sort ID, it was exactly doing that. Now, for the date of birth, you can put the date of birth there, or if you don't know precisely the date of birth, you just tab over, and on the age for the years, you can type the number. As soon as you tab, it will suggest the first of the year in that, the first day of the year in that, the first day of the January 1st on that year. Here you can then type the registration number, put your comments. As you can see, I'm not using the mouse, I'm just flipping the keyboard, using the tab key. You can change the species. By the way, as soon as you change the species, you're going to see that the list of job purposes as well as breeds will be automatically adjusted to the species. I'm going to keep tabbing. Here I'm going to type my color, which is going to pop up. You can then use your arrows down and simply select the one. If you don't have the color, use the label link that pops up the list where you can add, edit, or remove. You keep with this process. If you have multi-branch, which particular branch that patient is associated to. Likewise, the doctor and the location. If you have most of the time a location like patient resides home or not available, not applicable, you can in the location list pick a particular location and set that location as the default location. Next time when you're adding the patient, you don't have to select the location. It will assume your default location. You can then change these things over here. Select the job purpose, select the breed. Before I hit the save button, I'd like to show you a little trick. Now up here on this corner, you're going to have this little gear that has some settings you can customize upon adding a new patient, if it is especially an equine. These are questions that will pop up and you can turn on, turn off the pop-ups according to your wish. This is saved on a per user basis. In my case, I'm going to leave it all of them disabled. And next step, I just hit save. I will get back to the management and the new patient file shows up for me right here where I can start editing my reminders, procedures, and keep going with the new record. So today you've learned how to add a new patient in WISE option. Thanks for watching.